Hello, welcome back to the Football Terrace. Good afternoon to each and every single one of you. The pursuit, the chase, the transfer rumours and hype surrounding Bruno Fernandes should, according to the media in Portugal, be coming to an end in the next 24 hours. We know Liverpool have been hot on the tail of Manchester United and Tottenham target Bruno Fernandes in the last week, with an initial bid of £40 million rejected by Sporting Lisbon. An increased offer has been made in the past 12 hours by Liverpool. But what numerous Portuguese publications are printing, and one of the main sources is Ebola, have said that Liverpool have been rejected, Spurs have been rejected. It's Manchester United that Bruno Fernandes wants to join. Bruno Fernandes will be, according to the Portuguese press, a Manchester United player. And do you know what? If this is true, not Ebola, right? This is what I'll put out to you now, right? This is what I'll put out to you. If this is pulled off, what a coup. What an absolute amazing piece of business. Do you know why? The goal scoring, the creativity, the quality of the player, amazing. But the simple fact that United have managed to pip him in front of not just two Champions League teams, but the Champions League finalists and Champions League winners from the 2019 season. That is brilliant, and it demonstrates the quality and the pulling power and the size that Manchester United still have. However, United need to deliver for these players. They need to improve. They need to do that. Thank you for the compliments on the shirt and soda. I had a busy day today. I was going to stream in London, but I got called back home. But yes, it's nice. This is one of my TM Lewin ties, doing my thing. Thank you very, very much. It's little whales on it. See them? We'll see. See that? Bit of style there for you. Still not focusing on. Focus on the tie. The camera won't change. Will it focus? No. But there we go. That's the tie. There we go. Thank you. But yes, so this news is huge, and I want to gauge your opinions on it. I want to understand how credible, how accurate, how realistic this is. And Liverpool fans, this isn't about throwing salt at you. I'm not laughing at Liverpool. It's shocking to me. I cannot believe that Bruno Fernandes will pick Man United over Liverpool. With the trajectory of Liverpool, what you're winning, how you're challenging for the Premier League compared to Manchester United, I'm a little bit blown away, and I'm throwing no salt. I'm not being unbiased. I'm shocked and happy as a Man United fan, but I want to know why you think it is that he has done this, if the rumours are true. So we can sit in a little hypothetical land for a moment. We're going to talk about this situation as if the story is true. Someone says here, you're desperate for some positive news. How the mighty have fallen. But, okay, I understand your point, but why would I not be happy about this news? Why would I not be happy about this news? A couple of days ago, the British press are telling us that Liverpool have smashed Man United out of the water, they've destroyed them in this race. For it to suddenly turn around and Man United to be the club that he wants to join, that's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And we're talking about a top player. Over 50 goals in his last 2 seasons. Astronomical. Of course. United fans are going to be happy about that. To act like they shouldn't be is crazy. But I want to ask you this question. I'm going to go through your live comments in a moment. Why would he reject Liverpool? Why would he reject Tottenham? I want to understand why that is. And I'm also now looking forward to people saying, he's not that good anyway. Only scored in a Farmers League, blah, blah, blah. Well, he was good enough for Jurgen Klopp to put 2 bids in for him. He was good enough for Maurizio Pochettino to put 2 bids in for him. We cannot. What's that? He's coming because of money. Maybe not. Maybe you think that's what he is. It's a good enough excuse. Money, simple, money. Is it? Just money? Maybe. Roll on money is what Nevin says. And I think that's more to the point. But we're going to jump into more of your comments in a few moments. Do me a massive favour and please hit that like button. There's over nearly 1,500 of you tuning in live, which is amazing. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Do me a big favor and all hit that like. Let's get this to over 2,000 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Hitting that button will get us there. If you all hit it now, I want to see that just shoot up past that 500 mark as we're all watching. Welcome, Bruno. Great choice is what Jada says. Ellis says Liverpool reject. I love it. Oh, sorry, Liverpool rejected. Brendan here says Liverpool have lots of midfielders. United need Fernandes, so game time is important to him. And Brendan, I think you are right, my friend. I think you are right. I think you've hit the nail on the head. I would argue the money is going to be in and around the same that what he gets offered at all three clubs. He might be slightly better paid at Man United because we are the bigger of the three clubs. I think this will come down to his role and his game time. At the moment, where does he play for Spurs? Is Eriksen actually going to leave? Competition with Dele Alli is there. That kind of attacking midfield role, even if Pogba stays, is still open at Manchester United. They need it. They need another goal-scoring midfielder, more creativity to relieve that burden and to relieve that pressure on Paul Pogba. There's that space. You look at Liverpool, you've got the Ox coming back. Of course, you've got Firmino. I know he's the false nine, but he obviously drops deep. And you've got Naby Keita, who's going to go into his second season as an example, plus some of the youngsters that are there. And I think the point somebody made, game time. How much game time will he get? For me, he walks straight into the team at Manchester United. He doesn't at the other two clubs. So I think that plays a big part in the young man's mind. There's no doubt about it. Plus, we have to be honest here. There are certain players that would pick Liverpool over Man United almost regardless of the positions, because Liverpool may be a preferred club. And it does work in the other direction as well. Fred can do all that. We need more, though. United need more than just Fred being able to do that. A few comments here saying, I prefer Yuri Tillemans. That's from Scott Ferguson. Look, Yuri Tillemans is a really good shout. If it's true that Ollie has picked and had the final say in who we sign, I'm going to back whoever we get, because I want to trust the manager again at the club, and I'm going to put my trust into him. But there's always that risk. There's always a risk with a player like Bruno Fernandes, who hasn't played in the Premier League, big money, huge reputation. And the thing is, because he scored so many goals, and we'll actually have a look at this, right? Let's just go and look. We won't look at the breakdown of all of his stats, but let's just go on to Bruno Fernandes' stats here and look at this. So 66 league games for Sporting Lisbon, 31 goals, which is huge. 11 in his first season and 19 league goals last year, and then collectively 16 goals in all competitions in his first year and 31 goals last season. If after 10 games playing for Man United, Bruno Fernandes only has one goal, maybe two goals, the pressure that's going to be heaped around his neck is massive. The expectation is you're buying a 30-goal-a-season player, and it's going to draw so much attention to him. It's going to put so much pressure on him. And that's my only real concern. The fact that he hasn't played in the Premier League either. People are not going to afford him time to adapt. Naby Keita wasn't given that time. Jorginho wasn't given that time. Fred wasn't given that opportunity either. It was that case of, they've got to hit the ground running as you're a flop. And that's when Man United fans have got to be sensible, give Bruno time. And equally, it's about the system. But I'm really eager to see a Man United midfield with both Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba in. I would love to see that, the extra freedom it allows Paul Pogba. The fact that it's going to be really difficult for midfields now, because you can't let either of these two be free, because they're both devastatingly good in front of goal. They're both creative. It's excellent. It's wonderful news. Freddie here says, 100% he didn't reject us. I never believed the links for Liverpool anyway. We don't need him. I'm really sorry, but Liverpool have put 2 bids in for this guy. And in fact, Liverpool's bids, they've slowed the process down, but they're helping Man United. Man United were prepared to pay £70 million. Liverpool put bids in of, I think, 40 and then 50 million. Man United have now reduced the amount of money they're willing to pay for the player. That's what's slowed things down. But if the biggest challenger for his signature was Liverpool, but they're only prepared to pay 50 million top whack, not only have Liverpool been rejected, by Bruno Fernandes for Man United, they've inadvertently lowered the transfer fee. That's amazing. Liverpool, we thank you. Simon here, Terry lies a lot. Listen, I didn't make none of this up. I didn't infiltrate a Portuguese publication. I haven't got myself onto the radio stations and the news stations in Portugal, even with my supposed alter ego of Diego Martinez. I haven't done any of that. How have I done that? When did I do it? Terry's lying. No, I'm just passing on the information. And I told you at the start of the video, we are going to sit here and speak almost hypothetically as if this scenario is true. The Express have said that Liverpool put another bid in 52 minutes ago. Yes, Liverpool have put another bid in. But the updated Portuguese report says the bids come in, but Bruno Fernandes is not going to pick them. He wants Man United, but United have to agree the fee with Sporting. So he could still end up at Liverpool, but his preferred choice is Manchester United. He's said that, he's made it clear. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. All we need now is Woodward to get the deal done. Terry, love you, mate, but a lot of your info has been unreliable. Listen. This isn't my information. If I come out here, do you know I've given you one piece of information all summer? One piece of information around something that I said was going to happen, and that was that Sarri was going to leave. Now, I was told he was going to be sacked. I believe Chelsea were going to do that, but Juve came in and saved the day. But I told everybody weeks before it happened that he was moving money back to Italy, that he was closing down ties with particular banks and organisations. That's the only information I have given. That's the only information that I have given over all year. Everything else we talk about is what's in the press. It's not my information. Clearly state that in all my videos. If you don't have the brain capacity, the want or will to listen to it, it's your problem. Simple as that. Bruno just needs more money. He will end up at Liverpool. Okay, we'll see. Bro, don't get excited about paper talk. Don't believe anything you read. Oh, listen, I get excited about all the paper talk. I debunk some of it. I laugh at some of it. I agree with some of it. It's about reading between the lines. It's about digesting as much information as possible and then formulating your own opinions. And that is for me, it's a huge part of football that we all love. It's a huge part of football that I enjoy. Like the transfer part of the season for me, it's not as fun as actually watching football, but it's quite close in some ways. I love it. I absolutely love it. Longstaff is legit. Okay, cool. Thank you for that comment. Good luck to Man United is what 010 Foster says. So, I'm not going to read that one. On behalf of my fellow Liverpool fans, apologies for the salt coming from people who act like 7-year-olds. It's embarrassing. And that's the thing, Michael. Look, I know it's not all Liverpool fans. Some will say, well done. If United do sign Fernandes over them, they'll say, well done. I've had a lot of Liverpool fans privately message me saying, look, well done with the AWB. Great fullback you've signed. Good moves by United. They know that. And the thing is, the salt's only there because those individual fans know how good Fernandes is. They know how good AWB is. And although they're European champions at the moment, Liverpool, they've done no business yet. And it will start to frustrate fans. That's it. You aren't bigger than Liverpool. In what regard? Like Liverpool are a better team than Man United right now. No Man United fan would deny that. But you don't have a bigger fan base, nationally or internationally. United are a bigger football club. But Liverpool are better right now on the field. And that's a better place to be. I'd rather be the better football team than the bigger football club. United's job is to get back to being one of the best football teams, which we're not. I think that's a fair breakdown. Hang on a second. They are both level on the amount of trophies. Yeah, okay, I get that. It's close. It's close. Chill out, Terry. Don't get too hyped. Nothing is concrete. Oh, listen, I'm not overly hyped. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm not going to cry about it. But I'm excited about this potential. By the way, nearly 2,000 people tuning in live, which is amazing. Do me that big, fat, gigantic honor. hit the like button, please. Let's push this to over 2,000 likes. That would be amazing. I want Partey, is what Joshua says. A lot of people do. Liverpool fans pretending to not want Bruno because he rejected them. Liverpool just signed the next Delit. Did they? Who? Who have they signed? The next Delit. Who have Liverpool signed? Is it someone who's going to be... is that a first team player they've signed, or is it like a squad player, benchman? Loads of names being thrown at. Van der Berg. Okay, I didn't know that. Let me go check it out then. Let's go to Liverpool's Twitter page. There's nothing on here. Some 18-year-old Abdi Sharif has signed professional contract. That's all I can really see. Oh, some 17-year-old for 1 million. Okay, yeah, but that's not the kind of signing that's going to whet the appetite of fans, is it? Come on. United signed a 16-year-old lad, didn't they? It's on the official... yeah, if it's just on the website or just on Insta, then yeah, okay. He's a good player, but he ain't going to go in over Gomez now, is he? I'm saying Liverpool fans want something tangible. Of course they do. City fans do. Arsenal fans do. Everybody wants a tangible signing to get excited about. That's it. What's this? It's not a weird comment, but it says, Lee Gunner says, educate the masses, Terry, on how transfer fees are paid upfront or installments. Transfer fees are paid in numerous ways. Sometimes a club will opt to pay cash, but it's even how that cash is paid. So often football clubs, like a lot of businesses, because money is so cheap to borrow at the high sort of corporate levels, will often borrow it. So I know a lot of commercial lenders, commercial lending brokers who will give tens of millions of pounds to particular football clubs each year to do their transfer business with. So the club that's the vendor and the seller will get the cash up front, but the football club has borrowed the money at fairly low interest rates because they pay back over a couple of year period. They also sometimes pay chunks of that off with cash they receive for the sale of other players. There are also things you can do in terms of installments. So sometimes, let's say you sign a player for 70 million. You might do 30 million up front and then break the remaining 40 million pound up over the next 2 to 3 years as a secured creditor. You can equally do add-ons, and sometimes the add-ons are guaranteed. You get them after a certain period of time, so a little bit like installments, but most of the time they're performance related. So there are numerous ways you can set up lending, and I think set up and pay for transfers. In relation to the borrowing money, a lot of clubs, not all clubs do it, but a lot of football clubs do. A lot of football clubs will borrow the money because cash is king in the business, and it's always sensible to have cash reserves for emergencies. And if you can borrow the money at ridiculously cheap interest rates, it's worth doing because yeah, it's interest. So I got a business that I used to do dealings with, and they made more money. So for instance, their savings interest was like 1.8%, right? So they say they had £1 million, but you're earning 1.8% in interest on the £1 million in cash, but you can borrow £1 million at 0.5%, right? Why would you spend your own cash? Because you're losing, you lose less money paying interest on a loan than you do not getting interest on the £1 million that you've got. Does that make sense? So there's all ways around it. And again, businesses and people with that kind of money, the interest rates they earn are largely different to what we get in retail banks and high street banks and building societies. So yeah, I'm giving you a basic view there without, yeah, there we go. That's it. Terry, I'm not going to read that one. Fair play to United. This is from Michael Wheeler. He says, fair play to United. If Bruno does sign on the dotted line for United, he will be a good signing. And yes, I agree with you completely. Look, I appreciate you all tuning in as always. If you only just came to us, then do us a massive, massive favour. Oh, sorry, Nick P here struck with a little super chat just before we leave. Says, Bruno is coming because he knows he will walk into our team and take a lead role. Some players actually care more about their club status and playing time. And I think that's very, very true. There's no doubt about it. And there was a comment from Alex Jules that I wanted to read as well. I don't know where it is though. Should be able to see it easily because he's one of my moderators, but I can't see it. Where's it gone, Alex? Hang on, here we go. How comes there are so many spammers? I don't know. Blame Diego Martinez. There we go. Bruno and Pogba will be perfect in midfield. I agree. I'm excited. I hope this happens. I hope this happens. I hope it happens tomorrow as well. How amazing would it be for this deal to get itself over the dotted line tomorrow? That's really weird. I just replied to someone's tweet with a picture of Heath Ledger as the Joker. I don't even really know how I've done that, but I have. There we go. I even tweeted this link out. Oh, God. A lot of salt's getting thrown at me. Honestly, it's a good thing I'm not a slug or a snowflake, ain't it? I'll be melting. Do you think United should sell Lingard only if we have squad replacements for him? We can find better than Lingard. There is no doubt about it. Listen, take care. God bless you all again this evening. Bye-bye.